Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm going to be sharing with you 7 healthy habits I'm focusing on this year. This is actually a blog post I wrote back in 2018 sharing more or less the same habits, and I was super consistent with them at the beginning of the year, but then you know how it goes. For the most part, these are things I'm always kind of doing anyways, but going into the new year, I want to make sure that I am very intentional about doing them and consistent in doing them. And so that's what I'll be sharing with you today. And instead of just sitting down and telling you what these healthy habits are, I thought it would be fun to take you along with me and show you as I do them. So that's what we'll be doing. I think we talk a lot about self-care nowadays. It's a really trendy thing to talk about. We're all about taking those baths, buying those bath bombs, having the you time, treat yourself, all that stuff, you know. And there's nothing wrong with any of that stuff. I think that yes, self-care can be bath bombs or Ben & Jerry's, but self-care is also budgets and bedtimes. It is doing the things that we don't feel like doing, the things that require discipline that we don't feel like doing in the moment, but that end up breathing life into us and serving us in the long run. And really that's what these things are for me. There are days when I am so excited to do these things and I love doing them and I can't wait to do them, and there are days I don't feel like doing some of them. But being disciplined about doing them on the days I feel like it and on the days I don't is what enables me to be the type of person I want to be in all these different areas of my life. And so with that being said, the very first healthy habit I am focusing on this year is time with Jesus first thing in the morning. I love to start my day with God. I don't think that it is a requirement that it's something that we have to do in the morning, but for me, I've just found that it is so important and it makes such a big difference when I have this be the first part of my day, because then it is God's word that is influencing my thoughts, telling them where to go, shaping my mindset for the day. And so I did that this morning. I'm going to insert a little clip of that here. If you want to see a full video of me showing how I do my quiet time routine in the morning, I just uploaded one, so you can watch that. It'll be right here. And then I've also been uploading snippets of things that I've been learning from my Bible study each day on Instagram stories. And so if you want to see those, you can follow me here on Instagram. But the first healthy habit is spending time with God first thing in the morning. Right along with that, the second healthy habit I'm focusing on this year is social media boundaries. The biggest thing I really want to focus on here is not checking my phone at all or going on any sort of social media before I've spent time with God every single day. I do use my phone for quiet times in the sense that I have an app on there that I use that has commentary and has my Bible reading plan on it, but I do not like to check any sort of text messages or email, social media, anything before I've spent time with God. So that is the main part of that I want to focus on. The second part is taking breaks from social media. Ideally, I would like to do one day every single week where I take an entire day off of social media. I don't do that all the time. That is a goal I've set for myself in the past, and it is something that I want to get to. But I at least want to first start with that baby step of consistently not checking my phone in the mornings ever before I have spent time with God. It is about 1 p.m. right now. I'm working from home today, so I've just been in the living room getting work done, but I'm gonna go make myself a quick lunch right now, and as I do, I will tell you about healthy habit number 3. Third healthy habit I want to focus on is eating clean. For me, that mainly means cutting sugar because I've got a really big sweet tooth, and just really trying to eat mainly whole foods. And so when I first wrote that blog post 2 years ago, I had said eating clean during the work week and then kind of not worrying as much about it on weekends. But instead of having set days where I'm really focusing on eating healthy and then days that I'm more relaxed about it, I really want to do what works best for my lifestyle. And so what I've been doing this year so far is kind of looking at the week and seeing where I have social events where I know food is going to be a part of it, and having that be the day that I'm not really focusing so much on healthy eating, but in my own routines, in my own time, in my normal day-to-day life, really trying to be disciplined about that. And so that's what I'm trying to do for lunch. I'm going to make myself a quick can of soup. So when I say eating clean and trying to eat whole foods, ideally I would love to be that person who meal preps every single week, and I do that sometimes, and I would love to be able to do that, but that's just not always realistic with day-to-day life. And so I do try to get things like this that are quick but are healthy. This is not sponsored, but I really love Amy's soups because they're good, they're filling, and all the ingredients are really clean. So like this one has let's see, it's got leeks, coconut milk, sweet potato, green lentils, red onions, jalapeno peppers, garlic, and black pepper. That is literally all that's in here. And so I can just heat this up super quickly, especially in the middle of a busy work day like today. And sometimes I'll even take this into work and just heat it up in the microwave. So I'm gonna make that and eat some lunch. As that's heating up, I want to tell you about healthy habit number 4. So that is to drink water, 60 to 80 ounces of water every single day to be specific. Where that number comes from, I try to drink 30 ounces every day before I have any coffee, any food, anything. I've just found that that makes me feel a lot more awake than even drinking coffee does. And it's a really good way to get your water in before having any sort of food. And so I try to drink 30 ounces every day in the morning. I'll usually just do that at home, and then I'll take this water bottle with me throughout the rest of the day. It's 25 ounces. And so I try to drink another full one of these before lunch and then another full one of these before dinner. And so as I was working, I sipped on this, and there's a little bit more in there, but it's gonna be empty before I eat my lunch, and that's just an easy way for me to keep track of it. All right, so I've got my soup. I also made some Ezekiel bread because who doesn't like to dip toast in their soup? I'm just gonna get back to work, and then when I am done for the day, I will check in with you for habit number 5. It's a little after 5. I just finished up work for the day, and that brings me to healthy habit number 5, which is to work out at least 3 days a week. I just feel so much better when I do. It's always so hard to get into that habit where it is, you're in the groove and the rhythm, but once I do, I always feel so much better. I think that's true for most people. It's just getting over that hump. And so I usually will try to work out either at night after work if I don't have something going on, or from working from home, sometimes I will do it in the morning. That did not happen today, so I am gonna do it right now. I've got Bible study tonight, but I don't need to leave for about an hour, so I'm gonna do a quick 30-minute workout, take a quick body shower, and then I will tell you about healthy habit number 6. So I just finished my workout, quickly got ready, and made myself a smoothie, and then we'll have food at Bible study too. But I have been wanting to get some protein powder to put in my smoothies just after I work out, but I have not been able to find any that don't have added sugar. I found some that have really clean ingredients, but then like the second ingredient will be added sugar, and I just don't want that, especially with when they're already sweet with the fruit in them. So if you know of any that have clean ingredients and no added sugar, let me know down in the comments. But before I drive to Bible study, I thought I would tell you guys about my healthy habit number 6. And that is practicing the Sabbath, having an entire day where I don't have any to-dos, nothing that I need to get done that day. This is something that I was not super good about practicing last year, and I really started to see the effects of it. And that's just such a reminder that when God gives us a quote-unquote rule, it's not just for the sake of giving us a rule or a hoop to jump through. It is because God designed life, and He knows what is needed in order for it to thrive. He knows that we need that time to stop and slow down and just to rest. And so that is something that I want to take really seriously this year, because again, I just saw the effects when I didn't do that. And so I'm going to try to be doing that on Saturdays. Sometimes that might switch around a little bit just depending on my schedule, but just having a day where I have no to-dos, where I can just rest, sleep in, worship Him, hang out with friends, hang out with family. So I'm gonna drive to Bible study now, and then tonight I will tell you the 7th and final healthy habit I'm focusing on this year. I just got home from my Bible study, and I am so tired, but that is actually the perfect opportunity to tell you about healthy habit number 7 that I'm working on, and that is sticking to a nightly unplug and unwind routine. For me, when I'm really tired and I haven't really stopped all day, it's really easy to get into the bad habit of wanting to watch a YouTube video or a TV show to sort of decompress, and that's not bad, but what that can easily turn into is one more episode, and then all of a sudden you're so tired and don't want to get off the couch, and I end up just taking a makeup wipe to my face and calling it a night, and that's not what I want to do, because then I just haven't really taken the time to prepare for bed. And so I really want to be more consistent about always sticking to this nighttime routine no matter how tired I am. And really what that is for me is I will set my alarm for the next morning and then put my phone away, and that is sort of designating the beginning of my nighttime routine. And then really it's just taking the time to go through my whole skincare routine. 1, for the sake of doing my skincare routine, but 2, it's really just a way to unwind and sort of slow down and get my mind and my body to slow down so that I get ready for bed. And then instead of getting in bed and scrolling until it's time to fall asleep, getting in bed and reading a couple chapters of a book. This is something I used to be so consistent about and really got out of the habit of. And so the last month or so I've been better about this, and it's just such a better way to fall asleep. And sometimes brewing a nice little cup of chamomile tea. And so this is the last healthy habit, and I really honestly think it's one of the most important because it really sets you up for all the other habits. Because for me, when I'm just going and then just rush through my nighttime routine to get into bed, or I go to bed super late, that is when I'm more apt to snooze in the morning, hit the snooze button multiple times, and then I don't get that unrushed time with God, and then I'm just less apt to make all these healthier choices throughout the day to build these habits I want to build. And so I really think that this healthy habit is foundational to all the other ones. And so I'm gonna go do that right now. Let me know if any of these are healthy habits that you are also wanting to focus on this year, or if there's a different one that I totally didn't even mention that you are focusing on for yourself this year. Let me know down in the comments, because I always love hearing just the different healthy routines that people are trying to do. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't yet, please be sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more videos like this. It was kind of my first vlog-ish style video, and it's kind of fun. So let me know if you thought so too. Anywho, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.